Hey guys, this is Phantom Vacuum Fan. I have yet another Hoover OnePwr machine to show you. This one is the Hoover OnePwr Smart Wash Cordless Upright Carpet Cleaner. I have to tell you, this thing has impressed the heck out of me. I know my carpet's dirty and here I am showing a carpet cleaner and you're probably thinking, well, clearly it doesn't work that well. What are you thinking? This carpet's a shot. My 3 dogs and close to 15 or more years of wear and tear has really, left its mark on it. It's gonna have to be replaced at the earliest possible opportunity. And secondly, I haven't cleaned the carpet in a bit. I've just been busy with work and so on. So don't count the condition of the carpet against this machine. I will do a very brief demo of it just to show it in action. I only have a little bit of water in there and no cleaning solution. So again, if you're not seeing a big difference in the carpet or you're underwhelmed by its performance, do not let the performance that you see be a 100% judgment of it. I'm just showing it in action and I'm giving you my thoughts on it. And at that point, it'll be up to you whether you want to take what I say and believe it, or whether you want to try it for yourself, or if you want to just disregard it and write this thing off. But please do it based on what I say rather than whatever performance you see, unless it just wows you, because I'm very happy with this thing. I got it on sale at Ollie's, brand new. I know I mentioned Ollie's in my Hoover OnePwr Evolve Pet Elite cordless stick vacuum video. I don't think I mentioned in there, all of these are brand new. They're not refurbished. Ollie's does sell some refurbished stuff. However, these Hoovers are all brand new, with the 3-year warranties and everything. So anyway, let's talk about the machine. I have right now, it came with 2 brush rolls and I only have one handy, the one that's in there. It's the stiff, they call it a spot brush roll. I just use it for everything. I feel like it scrubs better. And I'm very happy with its performance. It comes with, obviously, the machine. It comes with the sample size of the solution. And then it comes with the 8 amp hour battery, which let me grab off of I just filmed a video for the OnePwr shop vac. Let me grab the 4 amp hour and put them side by side. And you can see there is a noticeable difference in size. Any of these batteries, I could use the 4 amp hour on here. It'll work just fine. It's still going to be full power. It'll go through the battery a lot faster. Well, a lot faster might be a stretch. Noticeably faster. I think you get like 30 minutes of runtime on the 8 amp. So I'm just guessing, maybe 15 on the 4 amp hour. So up here, it's hard to see right now, but there you have your battery symbol, and then this is where it tells you what mode you're in. You toggle it up here. You have your pedal release and your battery goes in down there. And there's a carrying handle right here. So I'm going to turn it on first and we'll see what happens. So it doesn't turn on, it just puts in standby mode. I've used this battery somewhat, but you can still see that you have 2 of the 3 bars. And if you want an exact down here, you can press on the battery. I have 3 of 4 actually, but it only has spots for 3. So it keeps you like 100%, 60, 65, something like that, 33%, and then dead, obviously. So as I said, you've got your, this is your wash and dry mode. If you've had or seen the Smart Wash, it applies the solution on the forward pass and stops applying it on the backward pass, so there's no trigger for you to have to push. There's a spot where that will just put down, I mean, the suction stays on, but it puts down solution on both the forward and the back pass. So if you really have a tough spot, you can treat it better with that. And then there is, if you bring it all the way back, a dry only mode where the brush still spins and the suction motor is going, but the pump shuts off. So it's very convenient. It allows you to make sure the carpet's as dry as possible. If you have a bad spot, you can treat it a bit better than you can on like the plug-in smartwash. I have the plug-in smartwash. We'll talk about that in a moment compared to this. And so I think Hoover thought this machine out pretty well. I bought it mainly because it was cheap. I was curious about it. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it. And after the first use, it was a certainty that it was not being returned. Like I was blown away by its performance. Like I said, I have the plug-in version of the smartwash. I thought one of the the three biggest concerns I had about this machine before I bought it were, one, how well it would clean, obviously. Two, how long would the battery last? And three, how dry would it leave the carpet versus a plug-in main, power corded carpet cleaner. After I used this the first time, I went over the same area in dry only with my plug-in smartwash, and I got virtually no water out of it. I did a hallway and a large, high traffic area in front of my couch, and between the hallway, which is not a huge hallway for the record, but it's probably about the length of from here to that wall, from the beginning of this machine to that wall, and maybe about as wide as what you're seeing on camera now, or maybe slightly narrower. But point being, I went over it with this, and then went over it again with the smartwash corded version, and then also the high traffic area to see how much water this thing missed. And I swear to you, I maybe got a tablespoon of water out of that. That this couldn't pull out, that the smartwash corded did. This thing dries so incredibly well. I could not have been more surprised and more happy with it. Before I turn it on, you'll notice to extend the battery as long as possible, you're going to hear it powering on and powering down when it's in smartwash mode. What it does is when you turn it on and you go on the forward pass, it either shuts off completely or turns way, 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 way down the suction motor, and it's just applying solution and the brush is spinning. And then when you pull it back, the suction motor kicks on when it stops putting down the solution. So that's totally normal. It's not broken or cutting in and out. It's supposed to do that. If you have it on spot mode, though, I'll demonstrate that. It stays on at full power the entire time, which will obviously burn through your battery quicker because both motors are running, or the whole unit is running the entire time. So anyway, let's give it a quick shot. It's only going to be a moment or two, a couple passes, because again, this is not to oh my God, look how clean it got my carpets. This is literally just, I want to demo it real quick for you. So we'll put it on. There you go. And it's in the smartwash mode. Recline. And this is as loud as it gets. That is not loud at all. Getting some and even again, just with water in it, you can see what it's doing to a pretty dirty high traffic area. put it in spot mode. And now, like I said, it will stay completely on, and it will continue to put down water on both passes if it's in that mode. And then let's put it in dry only mode. And now it will just suck up, and the brush is still spinning, but it's not putting down any more solution. I'm going to put the camera down for a second because I'm going to try something. I don't know how this is going to go, but I just want to show you. So give me 1 second. Okay, I'm coming back over now. Okay. Okay, so this is the area we just cleaned. And it is damp, yeah, but this is a dry piece of paper towel. And let's see. I'm not mashing it on there for the record. I don't think that's fair. But I gave it a fair amount of pressure. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear. And there is the slightest bit of moisture on there, but it's not, this will be dry within a couple hours easily. Here, let's even press really hard and see what we get. I'm trying to find a way that I can show you how hard I'm pressing. And yeah, there's a bit of moisture, but and again, this is no solution. Very quick demo. So there is even a little bit of dirty water on there, I'll admit. This would need a pre-treat and much more thorough scrubbing to get completely out. So don't, keep that in mind. And then to remove the tanks, you just lift up, and just like that, let's tilt that. Here, let's try to get out of the water. So just in that little patch, we got that amount of dirty water out, which is pretty darn disgusting. You just make sure this suction inlet, or where the suction comes from the motor, stays clean. You can remove this whole nozzle just by pulling on this. I'm not going to do it right now, but you can, and the brush comes out easily for cleaning. And then to remove the water tank, you just pull up here. Again, I'm not going to do it right now just because I'm not going to fill it up right now, but you just pull and, it pops right back in place when you're ready. This tank opens up very nice and wide, so you can clean it out real well. That whole thing is rinsable, obviously. So yeah, I am actually quite impressed with this. Again, I say keep in mind, when I normally shampoo this carpet, because it's had quite a lot of rough years of abuse, I would normally spray a pre-treater on it, and maybe even I have a brush, I don't know if you guys have seen Professor Amos on HSN. He has those Tampico brushes that you can use to scrub with. I have one of those, and I even will, like, on high traffic areas, scrub it before I start shampooing. To loosen any dirt and to get this solution deep down into the carpet. Obviously, I did not do that with this. This was just a quick, let me show how this works, demo. And so with pre-treating and so on, and with solution in the tank rather than just water, it would have probably come out a lot better. Also, keep in mind the water that was in here was residual from the last time I used it. So it wasn't even hot water. It was literally just room temperature water. But yeah, I am so impressed with this. I have a couple local collector friends who I was out with when I bought this, and one of them also bought one, and he is in love with it. He just finds that it works so well, and that it is so convenient and so relatively lightweight. I mean, it is a carpet cleaner, but it's not that heavy, even when full of water. And its performance is incredible considering it's a cordless machine, and it actually cleans well and lasts relatively long, all things considered, and extracts more water than any of us could have ever believed had I not seen it with my own eyes. So anyway, I am very happy with this. I recommend all of these Hoover OnePwr products I've bought. I've had the Pet Evolve stick vac the longest. I've only had that for like 2.5 months at this point, so I can't say how long they'll last. Hopefully they last quite a while because I'm very impressed with them, but I do have 3-year warranties on them. So we'll see. I can't say how long they'll last though, but what I can tell you is the performance on each of them is really positive. And I love each and every one of them. So this is Phantom Vacuum Fan signing off. Thank you for watching. And I have one more video to film. I won't be doing that tonight, but it's another Hoover. It's not a OnePwr. They do make a OnePwr version of it, but real quickly, it's the Hoover Streamline corded hard floor cleaner. Like I said, that video will be for another day. Since it's corded, it's a bit more, mildly a bit more to set up, but I was able to get one of those for like $80 on eBay, brand new, versus the cheapest one I was able to find of the cordless version was like $250. So as much as I wanted the cordless, I would have the entire OnePwr set, or at least of the machines I was getting. B, I would have yet another battery that I could interchange between them. And C, cordless is just very convenient. For a $160, $170 difference in price, I'm very happy with the corded version. So yeah, but you'll be seeing that sometime in the coming days. And yeah, this is Phantom Vacuum Fan signing off. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye.